In Alevism, we say, HIZIR will not come until the downfallen call. Therefore, when falling upon hard times, call out, "Come to me, gray-horsed HIZIR." HIZIR is the heart's own legend. The faith in the immortal prophet HIZIR is not only in our lands, but also to be found among the peoples of Mesopotamia, Khorasan, Anatolia, and Iran. In India, among Muslims and Hindus, HIZIR is worshipped as Hoja HIZIR, the savior of ships in a storm. On the shores of Syria, HIZIR is the protector of sailors. HIZIR is the basis of a great number of rituals in the faiths of the peoples of Asia and the Middle East. For them, HIZIR is the prospect of hope and the belief in the manifestation of that hope in the future. In some regions, celebrations are held on the 5th and 6th of May to commemorate the day of HIZIR Ilyas. According to some, he is a white-bearded man on a gray horse, or appears as a wise dervish. Some people believe HIZIR to be a white-haired, shining-faced mother, grandfather, young person, or a child. That rose is the beauteous guide of perfection. The cult of HIZIR is so important outside of Alevism that we find the name HIZIR or HIDR being applied to a huge number of Islamic lodges, shrines, entombed saints, visitation spots, prayer stations, and centers. Furthermore, there are also mountains, springs, and crags given the name HIZIR.
Bir saraydır, sevgi sultandır. İnsanlar kendini bildiği zaman ya HIZIR, ya HIZIR, ya HIZIR, ya HIZIR, ya HIZIR, canım ya HIZIR, gözü kör olana ne yapsın HIZIR?
Why do Alevites observe the HIZIR fast? The HIZIR fast is observed in Dersim, near Elazığ in southeast Turkey, from the last day of January until the 2nd day of February. In other regions, the fast is observed from the 12th until the 14th of February. The intentional HIZIR fast begins in the middle of the night and is held until the end of that day when the sun sets. Following the HIZIR fast, there is a celebration or Bayram. The Gem rite is practiced. The HIZIR Gem rite is a time for those who have fallen out or who are bearing resentment to make amends and to foster sharing and solidarity. Alevis practice the Gem rite. They become one, become whole. Their inner light is made to awaken. Gulbangs, the call to prayer from within the heart, are read. The stringed lute, the saz, is played and mantras or sayings are recited. Small snacks such as donuts, savory pastries, and helva desserts are shared. The fast is broken. They call out, "To the rescue, O HIZIR." What is the HIZIR meal? The participants in the Gem bring small food items to the Gem center on the day the Gem is to be held. Young people take the sweets that they've been given for carrying out voluntary work and mix them to a sherbet. This is then mixed with flour and made into HIZIR roasted wheat balls. These sweet balls of roasted wheat, they are handed out equally to all people gathered for the Gem. The owners of the house which HIZIR honored by leaving this sign then give out food to those in need. According to Alevi belief, the word HIZIR also embraces the concept of visitation as the door to family relations and friendship. The visitor is the latch on the door of love. Whosoever is the rose of the Master, let them love HIZIR. Attend upon them, you, that he will always come. The empty arrow quiver will smile in our face. HIZIR knows which of us is large or small. Host, you have come graciously to us. Who is HIZIR? Is the 3-day event in the month of February a program or worship? Is it 3 days of fasting and 1 day of the Gem rite, HIZIR? If we do not speak out the innocent who are living lives full of oppression, if we do not listen as the innocent, the suffering should out Come to my rescue, O HIZIR. Are we not just filling in activity reports with a series of programmed events in our gem houses? Who really is HIZIR? What is the faith and culture of HIZIR? What message does the teaching of HIZIR in the Alevite faith give to us? HIZIR is the wisdom we seek as time flows from darkest night to the bright light of dawn. HIZIR is the one who rushes to the rescue. He even does not abandon the stranger on the road. HIZIR is the companion through the ages, but also novel and new. For example, in the world of the 21st century, each one of the Cemevi houses in Turkey and Europe can be a HIZIR. They can bring together and institutionalize the understanding of HIZIR. The Cemevi houses should open HIZIR social, legal, and psychological information centers in order to address the problems of those who are in hard times, who have problems, and who have fallen victim to difficult situations, in order that they may be helped and served in this way. They must reach out to assist with the social, legal, economic, political, migratory, and refugee-related problems of humanity in our times. Social service must be provided so that, by the teachings and beliefs of Alevism, we can fully adopt the universal humanist values of our age and can be there to aid people when there are generational disputes, when young people fall into the traps of gang warfare and the drug trade, and so that we can protect them from violence-based environments. HIZIR never abandons anyone. HIZIR is there for the hungry of Africa. He is food for the hungry. He is freedom for the enslaved, life instead of death. He is the friend of the friendless. HIZIR sees no fault in the downtrodden. He is generosity for the oppressed, and he is hardship for the tyrant. He knows the fate of the underdog in the world of oppression. He is the innocence that opposes persecution. HIZIR is opposed to war. He is peace in the guise of a dove. He is the hope for the refugee, the traveler without hope. HIZIR is the bravery to face fear. He is the one who comes to your rescue. HIZIR is the truth. The truth is HIZIR. HIZIR is with you. You are with HIZIR. HIZIR is not the old man with a white beard who appears on a grey horse. HIZIR is the young person in your heart. HIZIR is the twinkle of laughter in a child's eye. HIZIR is the woman who possesses the miracle of creation. HIZIR is people. People are HIZIR. HIZIR is the guide in your heart.
Muhabbet bağında bir gül açıldı. Aman aman aman aman aman aman aman aman.
If you say, I shall be HIZIR, then write it in the book of lore. Truth is everywhere, ready and waiting. Some they see, and some they don't. Never do stray from our path, or leave us without our fill. Our Pir Sultan, of the state we're in, there are some that know, and some that don't.
Bir derdim var bin dermana değişme. Cümle kuşlar dile gelir yazında. Aman aman, gövel turnam Şam'a gelir.